I didn't cripple you, did I? Wait, I know you. Do you live around here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love that old building. Do you like it?
Love it.
Lots of people watch the TV show Young and Restless and they remember David Lago. And I saw at the film festival in Los Angeles movie where he was starring. And I thought he would be wonderful for the part of Ryan.
I know that you don't even know me, but believe me, I know you. I know you more than anybody could ever know you.
I really enjoyed working with David Lago. He is a very intense and seems potentially volatile as an actor, and we really liked each other. We had a really great friendship that developed as well as playing his sort of mother figure. So it was a really great experience to work with David. I'd love to work with him again.
Wonderful eyes and eyebrows. Wonderful eyes and eyebrows. And there is David Lago's got those beautiful dark eyes and those lashes and those eyebrows, and it just really makes, well, it really makes the movie.
This character, Ryan, who throughout the film had this very, very mysterious look about him, and the character about him, and his facial expressions in this film, played by David, just an outstanding job. I really, really wanted to be able to hit what his insides were thinking, even though you couldn't tell on the outside.
He is a very talented actor who knows the technique of acting, and I like the way he's acting because he acting like the big movie stars, like Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. He's taking the character and he's putting the character on him.
The performances that we had from David Lago in particular, it was amazing. A lot of times as an editor, you know, you're there to tell a story, but when you see amazing performances, a lot of times, you know, you have to know when to just kind of get out of the way and just let the performances tell the story. And David Lago was unbelievable.
This is a movie about a guy, about us watching a guy watching somebody else. So the guy has to have he has to have a real presence. He has to be real sympathetic, and you like him despite the fact that you see him doing creepy stuff.
Throughout this film, we follow Ryan and we see him and his obsession growing with this woman, Angelica, but it's growing from across the street. It's growing from behind this camera. It's growing from, you know, it's in his head. And he finally, towards the end of the film, ends up in a place where it's real.
Yes.
Good. Because you know then, I like my men aggressive.
That was the toughest scene, I think, because we had to really get inside his head. We had to get the audience to know why this kid is not able to perform sexually when he's where he's always he's wanted to be.
What's wrong? He reassured me that everything was going to be okay, and it made everything work out. I thought that the scene was a little different than we thought it was going to turn out, but it ended up being, because he had to get violent in the scene too, so I needed him to somehow let me know that everything was going to be okay, and it was wonderful. He was just a great guy.
I think the experience of making deeper and deeper make me more confident in my way of directing and the way I want to see the story on film.
Marouche has become more detail-oriented as a director as time has passed, and that his stories and his way of telling them has become more subtle.
Like Polanski and, you know, Kieslowski, Wajda, you know, Mariusz Kotowski is he's a Polish filmmaker, and he has a sense of cinema. It's not about Hollywood or box office. It's about cinema. And the things that interest Mariusz are very much the things that interest me, which is like, probing the depths of kind of the human condition.
So passionate about what he does.
I just adore Mariusz, and he would just walk in a room and say, "What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened?" And we would just start cracking up.
I have to say I've really enjoyed working with Mariusz Kotowski on this film. I believe he's a visionary. He doesn't just look at the everyday picture when he's doing a shot. He's looking at what is that shot going to lead to next, that's going to lead to next. And it's very encouraging to work with somebody like that, because you're not just caught up in the moment, but you're also caught up in what's this moment going to add to later.
Always a barrel of laughs. I like working with him. I hope very much to work with him many more times in the future because of his very experimental nature and the willingness to look at things from different angles. And then in the end, he also is very decisive. He doesn't leave you hanging with what he ultimately likes.
An editor's job is to basically tell a story, but you're telling somebody else's story. With Mark, he listens to what other people have to say, thinks about things, but it's always his vision, but he kind of gives you free rein to try different things and to throw different things at him, and then he'll decide, this works or this doesn't work.
He's great. He's very supportive. He's very energetic and inspirational, and he's fun. I would say he doesn't take things too seriously.
I think the whole experience of making Deeper and Deeper built me, and I know what I want to do next time and what kind of story and how I want to tell them. So I think that was very, very productive time, and I'm very proud of Deeper and Deeper.
And Deeper is going to be big movie.
To be a big movie?
Yes.
Sounds good.
Big movie.
Big.
No, big movie.
Big.
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 Not B. I don't do B movie. I'm making big movie.
Big movie.
Oh, sorry.